Education, education, and education.
A brain drain. Under New Labour, the brain's coming home. The dividing lines are clear on education in this campaign. Positive versus negative, future versus past, many versus few. We say cut class sizes to 30 or under for 500,000 children aged 5, 6 and 7. The Conservatives would subsidise 37,000 children to escape from state education altogether.
Well, the next investigations. What you see now was a clip of Tony Blair doing that was a very famous and political clip where, he was talking about education, of course, 3 times, you see it 3 times. They become like a slogan for it. But when you look at this, of course, on the surface, that's a good thing, education, right? But if you look at obviously the meaning of education, child rearing and the training of animals, well, we know what that means in terms of this stuff. Rearing and training, again, trannying, educate, right? But again, right here, what you've seen about this education word is the ed. The ed seems to be the deal with the head. The head. So obviously the head is where the brains or mind are sort of viewed to be, and obviously the mind may be a combination of all different organs or whatever, but it's in the sort of Western philosophy system, the head is where the sort of the mind is kept. So it's to deal with the mind like the ment in the government. Always to deal with this, of course, hex, spell, of course, on the mind. Education, educare, or educer, so the emphasis seems to be on the ed, as in the head, And also with this, bear in mind the ideas of Janus. So when you got Janus, you basically got 2 heads, right? 2 faces or 2 heads. One's rear, you've got a rear head. It goes rear, it's lots of connotations with that, of course. The rear, but it's interesting how we call it the rear of a kid, the rear of a kid. Of course, there could be a double meaning in that, of course, right? Of course, there's Janus, called the 2 heads, or the 2 faces. Again, transitions, the training. There's a bit of transcode about in this stuff. See, when you got the rear, you got the rear and the front. So obviously it's a dualistic system. The education system, as they call it, is a dualistic system, where they're treating their own Jews and Masons differently to the natural people, right? The ones who are not in this Jewish Masonic community are being treated differently to the ones who are in the Jewish Masonic community. Again, a dualistic idea, looking in opposite directions. It's not be like that. The focus, the attention of the non-Masons on a death outlook. Of course, their own Jews and Masons are looking at life. And of course, they've got their own agents running this education system, as they call it, right? All these schools and colleges and all this are run by their own agents. They obviously, say you get a kid who's like clever at some subject or whatever, and they're not one of their own Jews or Masons. They're gonna sabotage like the academic prospects of that particular kid, right? Because it's just run by their agents and that's it. This way, the system never changes. So it just keeps going along, run by them, and they keep on making it to their rules and two-faced, of course. They turn with a crooked idea, two-faced idea, all the way. See how this concept of 2 heads become polycephaly. triple-headed, two-headed. Condition of having more than one head. Polymegalocephaly. Head. Cephaly. Of course, these are the trans program, like that type of thing. All these type of, these characters where you get the conjoined. We'll be covering the trans program. Double-headed eagle, of course, that's a simple one. So, you know what I mean? These when you see them type of, conjoined twins, definitely coming with their genetic engineering programs and tinkerings and all that. When you have obviously these biblical stories, you have the story of John the Baptist, was obviously beheaded, had his head cut off. John, like the two Johns in the Freemasonry. Of course, he had his head cut off. Again, that becomes like a dualistic idea, where obviously for the natural ones, the cut the head off means to separate the brain or mind from the body, It's symbolic type of idea, and when it comes to their own Jews and Masons, it means having the circumcision or the transgender. As we know, the circumcision has many sort of degrees in it. Like in a Freemasonic degree, there's a degree of circumcision where you can obviously have the smallest one is having the foreskin cut off, and the biggest is having the full transgender or the other gender. See, it's all like circumcision. Of course, there's loads of these twin characters in the Bible, like Jacob and Esau. Loads of twin stuff in it, of course. Thomas Didymus, called a twin. So the twin idea is it's basically the dualistic idea. Of course, you got the dualistic thing between the special people and the normal people. Of course, we're living something in the scientific process about how we actually create the trans in utero in the first place. The babies jostled each other within her. It's relating to the actual process of how to create these chosen people, scientifically. See, the whole scientific system is coded with this stuff relating to this trans program what they use. See, education, cation is a positively charged ion with fewer electrons, while an anion is negatively charged ion. So you see what I mean? So even the education system favours their own transes. It gives them a positive charge or something. It gives the anion, like animals, again, animal. It gives the one they consider to be an animal negative charge. Pull towards one another. So it's all worked out, the system, with a scientific type of underlining to it. The Bible is representing the scientific stuff, not some like prehistoric, old, Stone Age type of era. So it's basically representing the scientific stuff. And as they go, exactly like let my people go, Moses, So you let their own people go, and the non-Jews and Masons have to stop type of thing, see what I mean? They have to stop, and they're not allowed to go, It's all worked out like that. Formed differently. Formed different ways, see? Formed and morphed. See, and you put here who created the education system, you get Horace Mann, you know, Horace the man, you know. Horace. Of course, you know, there's going to be many different explanations that come with that one. Obviously these Jews and Masons belong about the same education system. Education done in 44, again, Janus. Before becoming a nose, right? So just mirror that to, you know, one nose going that way, one nose going that way, right? Two heads, two faces. The butler act, you know. Butler, of course, serves, you know, like a butler serves. And an animal serves, you know, the Jew, basically. And the butler act. So yeah, you got a Horace Mann school in the Bronx. With a politician. His first barmaid. So you got this character here, right? I'm not sure it's the same one, but obviously, of course, covered with the garbage with this stuff. Baptised St. Martin's in the Fields, Middlesex. And educated in Eton College. Of course, you know. This character's the one who brought the blood. One of the other kids, you know, in the system. And it's basically why you have a head teacher, you know, headmaster, headmistress type of thing, because they deal with the head, you know, it's as simple as. The brain is in the head, the mind is in the head, you know, going by the type of, you know, the Western philosophy anyway, you know. So obviously it's about keeping the head in line, you know, and cutting the head off in a symbolic manner, see. So keeping people ignorant, you know, and giving their own transes and Jews and Masons a sort of, you know, like a one-upmanship on the natural populace, see. That's how they do it. They've got their own agents. And their own agents keep the system going on their behalf, see. Master of the heads, you know. Of course, the, you know, this academic camp mortarboard used by brick masons, you know. So you need a totally Jewish and Masonic again. Fixed upon a skull cap, right? So the whole thing's based on Jewish Masonic law, right? Of course, once you get one of these, once you graduate at college or whatever, it means you're a square on their sort of board, you know. It means you're like run by them, you know. You're their servant, like type of thing, see. You now serve them, and you gotta run the system on their behalf and all that, you know. Also in Britain, and the majority of the people who come up to these universities are Chinese. You know, there's more Chinese coming out than British. Of course, a cap, you know, the cap like the decapitation. And the Capitol building in the United States, and there's a decapitation just becomes beheading. It's the same thing, they were a cap. They sort of love this type of imagery, you know what I mean? Dualistic. Again, you know, Capitol Hill, like, so they were heads, minds, you know, heads and minds type of thing, you know, just as simple as. Cap, Jesus, the capstone, you know, the capstone, it's the day with the head and the mind again. Of course, Eton College. Capstone in Eton College. Where that, you know, that bloke was supposed to be from, see.